Tarot Oracle, just reading for LGF. LGF wants to know, hi Tarot Oracle, hello, how are you doing? Well, my water's cut off in my apartment. They have some emergency. And they cut it off right in the middle of my shower. All right. I would love a general reading or even a health reading with the Anna K Tarot deck. Well, I can't find it. It's somewhere. I'm packing up. I'm moving to a house. So you're going to get the Witch's Tarot. I'm sorry. You can pretend like it's the Anna K. Just sort of, imagination. Let's see. Thank you for using your gift to help others. You're welcome. Love your videos. Thank you. Keep them coming. I will. Okay. So, LGF. Oh, general reading. You have some emotional issues tied to the health thing. So you asked me about a health reading, and I think that you have some health problems. I think that you have some, not really a major, but not a minor health problem. You have something sort of in the middle. Is that an intermediate health problem? I have no idea. But the Nine of Cups sort of points me to this. You see that, like, that emotional down that she has. She's sort of looking at the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is normally like a great card. Have this big harvest and everything else and all of that. But in this particular Nine of Cups, it's almost like it's sort of a down mood or a bit of just sort of a moody type thing. And it's related to your health. I think of it intermediate. That's my new word for your health problem. It's an intermediate health problem. Again, it's not a minor, it's not major, but it's something intermediate. It's something that goes and comes as well. So I see that with the strength. So, by the way, if you wonder if it goes or comes and goes, etc., etc. So the Two of Pentacles, I'm going to explain the reading while I do it. Sorry, a lot of people ask. Two of Pentacles, balancing, right? It's changes, it's balancing. And that's one of the things in the Thoth Tarot, it's changes. And it's one of those transitional things where you have to do that balance of two things. So I think that the balance is that the health problem is sometimes present, sometimes there. I mean, it could be like maybe a migraine, or you know what I'm saying, to where it's not there all the time, but sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. So it goes back and forth, and I think that's what the Two of Pentacles kind of points to. And I think it's not going to be something that you're going to get rid of anytime soon because of the strength. And when I say that, when I see strength was normally associated with, again, having strength through some adversity or something like that. And the fact that it's put here between the balance and the sort of that down Nine of Cups points me to it's not something that's going to go away. Let's say you had like the sun here or something. Well, let's say you had this and then this and the sun. The sun was here. That would point me to it's going away. It's going to be something that's cured, and here comes the sun. Da-da-da-da. So that would be something like that. But you have strength in between these, meaning to persevere and to have strength during, so I'm saying during the process of the back and forth, going and coming, etc., and the beginning of the health problems and the emotional impact of that. So the strength points me to the fact that you're going to have to maintain strength between these two. In other words, maintain it because it's not going away anytime soon. Again, I don't see any freedom cards where everything is just light and beautiful and everything just goes away. I don't really see that, but I see this means you need to persevere. You need to have strength during the health issue. The health issue is going to be around. It's not going to be something that goes away very fast, etc., etc. And the balance also points to sort of this interaction between that and the Five of Swords. So we have two fives. I think you have some challenges as far as work is coming. So you wanted a general reading, so health reading, I guess a combination, I don't know. So you have two fives. Two fives points me to challenges. And again, fives also point to changes as well. So we could have changes as far as work is concerned. I think we have something at work going on. I think that there's some challenges at work. There's something a bit deeper at work that you're aware of. Something to where it's not exactly going perfectly, but it's not going terrible. It's, again, one of those intermediate. I think you live a life of intermediate. In other words, not just fantastic, but not horrible. That in between, which could be master of the obvious. I mean, 90% of the world will live that. But, I mean, you do have people that are on the far end and the other far end. But I think you live sort of a balancing act as far as life is concerned. And I think one of those things is going to be how you earn money, your work, your commissions, whatever. And you're going to have some changes and some challenges with that as well. I think something's coming up where you're going to have to sort of make a lateral move into another position. It's going to be something to where you're sort of suggested out. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you're not forced out, but you're getting that suggestion that maybe you should start moving and make some lateral move. And I think something is going to come up that's going to be okay for you, and it's going to be something to where you're going to be all right. I don't think anything horrible is going to happen. I just think that you're going to make a lateral move into another position. The position is going to open up, and everything's going to be okay. But it's going to be sort of an unexpected thing. Well, I guess now not unexpected since I just told you. But other than that, it'll be an unexpected thing. A lateral move will open up. You're going to be suggested into doing the lateral move, and I think everything will be okay with you as far as that's concerned. So you do sort of live in this constant balancing act of weird things happen, and I think you have a few weird things that have happened to you over the time. And I think 2020 is going to be less weird than you're used to, if that makes sense. So it's going to be something to where things are going to stabilize a bit. I think a lot of things are sort of in flux in your life. You're going to have that stability. You're going to have things stabilizing a bit in 2020, which is good because 2021, in my opinion, is a recession. So it's good to sort of, maybe save up a couple of bucks as far as that when you get the lateral move going and stuff like that. So I think that, again, it's going to be one of those things to where if you're looking at a future position for next year, I think next year is going to be, you didn't give me your birth info, but I think I ran a chart for you as far as the Hellenistic astrology. I think that you're going to have a major life change coming in 2020, and it's going to be near the end of 2020. I don't mean major life change like everything's going to be turmoil or something like that, but I think it's going to be a time to where you're moving from one place to the next, right? So that zodiacal releasing in the Hellenistic astrology, where you're moving from one thing to the next. I think it's going to be a transition for you, and you're going to make sort of a lateral move, like I'm talking about at work, but it's going to be a lateral move in life. In other words, you're going to have sort of a different relationship with a couple of different people. The people that you thought you had a good relationship or you thought you had a bad relationship, maybe not so bad or not so good. It's going to be a definite changes. I think 2020 is going to be a time of change. It's going to be towards the end of the year, the last quarter of the year. I think, again, you're going to have that stability. And I did say you're going to have stability in 2020, and then I go around and I say you're going to make a life changes. So what am I talking about? But you know what I'm saying? The first 3 quarters of the year, I think you're going to have that stability. I think everything's going to calm down. And I think there's going to be time to work on meditation or work on yourself or work on your self-esteem. And I think you need to prepare mentally and sort of have that stability and have that foundation as you move into the last quarter of 2020, because I think that's when things are going to sort of be shaken up a bit in your life. Again, not bad, not great. I think you're transitioning from one thing to the next. Again, we're sort of looking at the Hellenistic zodiacal releasing type feel to where you're moving from one thing to the next. And it's a big transition as far as life's concerned. It's going to be something to where you move into something else. So, get that foundation now. Get that foundation in the first 3 months or the first 3 quarters. Once you have that stability, let's use it. Let's use it to our advantage and have a great 2020. I think overall, you're in for an interesting time for sure. Sorry that I can't tell you your health problems are just magically going to go away. I wish I could. That would be great news. I always love telling people that, but that's what the card shows, strength. Have strength, my friend. If you would like a free tarot reading, email me at the email address down there in the description. It takes a while to get to you. For now, I'm going to wait for my water to get turned back on, and love apartments. All right, thank you for watching.